Well, here we are at day 16 for extension to a question a day. Part A here says obtain partial fractions for x on x squared minus 1 for x bigger than 1. Alright, well, x on x squared minus 1, we want it to be, well, that's the same as x on x minus 1, x plus 1, isn't it? So we could factorise that bottom quadratic. And we want to express that as like a on x minus 1 and b on x plus 1. So if I am looking at that there, what I do is I times both sides by x minus 1, x plus 1, the denominator under here, and I'll get x equals a, x plus 1 plus b, x minus 1. And then I can do some simple substitutions like let x equals minus 1, and we get minus 1 equals a times minus 1 plus 1 plus b times minus 1 minus 1. So minus 1 equals, now minus 1 plus 1 is 0, so that's just 0, minus 2b. So b equals a half. And then we can let x equal 1. So hold on a tick, I just need to make myself more room here. So I'll just do a couple of page breaks to give myself more room. Okay, if we let x equals 1 in that, we get 1 equals a times 1 plus 1. Whoops, 1 equals a times 1 plus 1 plus b times 1 minus 1. So we get 1 equals a times 2, so a also equals a half. So, in short, we just said that x on x squared minus 1 is equal to a half on x minus 1 plus a half on x plus 1. So that's answered what they wanted there. They wanted us to obtain partial fractions for that. Use the result to find the integral of x cubed. Look, this is different to the first expression, but related. X cubed on x squared minus 1. Alright, so part B, we want to find the integral of x cubed on x squared minus 1 for x bigger than 1, and I think that's a good thing to keep in the back of our mind. Alright, I just want to do that actual division. How many x squareds minus 1 goes into x cubed? Well, x times x squared is x cubed minus x, so that's x. So in other words, x cubed on x squared minus 1 equals x plus x on x squared minus 1. That's what that's equal to. So the next thing that I need to do is change that integral. So the integral of x cubed on x squared minus 1 dx is equal to the integral of x plus x on x squared minus 1. And we've already changed that to partial fractions, so that's going to be equal to a half x squared for the integral of the x plus the integral of, and this is now a half on x minus 1 plus a half on x plus 1 from part 1. So that's a half x squared plus a half natural log of the absolute value of x minus 1 plus a half the natural log of the absolute value of x plus 1. Now I'm going to put a plus c there, but I'm also going to go back here and just point out I messed that. Did I? No, that's all good. That's all good. All right. Now, I just want to talk about the absolute value situation. It says here, since it's for x is bigger than 1, then natural log of x minus 1 with absolute values is equal to natural log of just x minus 1, because x minus 1 is bigger than 0. And also natural log of x plus 1 equals natural log of just x plus 1, because if x is bigger than 1, then x plus 1 is bigger than 0. So I can get rid of those absolute value signs. So our integral is a half x squared. Well, that's just an explanation there, but this is why I can say the following. So I can put those logs together. So, hey, take a half out of there, and that's x squared plus natural log of x minus 1 times x plus 1 plus c. And if I want, I can even multiply it together and simplify that. It's x squared plus natural log of x squared minus 1 plus c. All right, so that's that integral. Now, just out of interest, they told me I had to do it that way because use the result of a to find that integral, which I have. But what if you'd wanted to do it a different way? What if you hadn't thought of that? What if they didn't lead you through it? You could have used substituted u equals x squared minus 1 if you felt like it. Like here, du dx is equal to 2x, and you know, x squared then is equal to u plus 1. So you've got those two things based on that. So this integral of x cubed on x squared minus 1, that's the integral of x squared times 2x dx times a half, because I put an extra 2 in there. So I've still got x cubed dx on the top line and x squared minus 1 on the bottom. So I haven't done anything there, I've just set it up ready, because I can replace x squared with u plus 1. 2x dx is du, and I've got a half, and x squared minus 1 is u, because that's what the substitution was. So that's half the integral of u plus 1 on u du, which is a half the integral of 1 plus 1 on u du, which is half. Now that's u plus natural log of u plus c. But what is u? Remember, u is x squared minus 1. So it's a half of x squared minus 1 plus natural log of x squared minus 1 plus c. So what's the difference between our two answers? Like answer 1 was a half x squared plus natural log of x squared minus 1 plus c, and answer 2 was a half x squared minus 1 plus natural log of x squared minus 1 plus c. Well, I would say that constant and that constant are different, and otherwise the two answers are the same, because this one here is actually a half x squared plus natural log of x squared minus 1, and you've taken the minus a half out plus c2, so that there just equals to c1. So it's the same answer. They differ by a constant, and that sometimes happens when you integrate things in two different ways. But the question didn't ask that, so you didn't need to do all those last 2 pages that I did.